fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. No score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. The 40. He's at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 81 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the 27, Goff. Open man here is Cole. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Breeze now. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. You're 21. Hey, Wood. Check. Walk 54.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Breeze now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40, and finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Breeze now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Looking for Thomas, he's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And he's got room. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Saints 14, Rams 7.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the second half with Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Steps away. And this is Cook with a grab. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
You kill! On
first down, Breeze. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
General West.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Kamara trying again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. Third and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Like 20. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
To throw is gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, here's Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Ginn. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, first and 10. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter in Denver. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Throwing now is Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Breeze. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, it's Breeze. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Goff. He's going to rifle one deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw is Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Get in the weight room.
2nd down, it's Henderson. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Maverick. Super. Hey. High 7. Here we go.
Goff. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Jordan. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Breeze now to throw. Buying time to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I smell fear in that offense.
On 1st and 10, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 5 now. Goff. And he's going to go down. sacked right around the 17. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They run it again with Kamara.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break.